So you're a field officer, I assume, right?
I am. There you go.
Thank you, Butler.
Yep.
Thank you. And so now you're aware of public photography, correct, sir? I don't even get an apology because we can.
The footage was recorded outside the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas. A First Amendment auditor, someone who films government buildings to test whether officials respect the public's right to record, was standing outside the facility with his camera when two correctional officers on duty approached him. What happened next turned into a clean lesson in what the Constitution actually protects on public property and what it doesn't. Welcome to Badge Done Right, where we spotlight law enforcement done right. If you're new here, hit subscribe and join us. Now let's get into the story.
Doing all right. How about yourself?
Good, good. How you doing?
Pretty good.
Can I help you?
No, thank you. You're good.
All right. Can I ask you why you're taking pictures of the facility?
Excuse me?
Can I ask you why you're taking pictures of our facility? I'm not saying you can. I'm just asking if you...
Yeah, I know. I just don't feel like answering any questions.
Okay. All right. All right, sir.
What's that? Oh. What's that? Is this public or private? I can't even hear you guys. We're screaming. Is this public property or private?
Private, sir.
It's private?
Yes, sir.
Who's it owned by?
It's okay if you're out on the sidewalk, but now you're in our property.
But who's it owned by?
The county.
The county, which is owned by the
You're gonna have to
people.
leave, sir.
Here's a fact that surprises people. Yes, you can sometimes be told to leave public property. The Supreme Court said so in the 1966 case, Adderley versus Florida. Justice Hugo Black wrote that a state, just like a private owner, has the power to preserve its property for the use it's lawfully dedicated to. But that power has a hard limit. Officials cannot order someone off public property simply because they dislike what that person is saying or filming. To be lawful, the order has to serve a genuine government interest, like security or the normal operation of the building, and it has to be based on the person's conduct, not the content of their speech.
Excuse me?
I'm serious. You're gonna have to leave.
Call your supervisor out here, please.
Stop right there.
For
Stop
what?
right there. Stop right there, sir.
For what? Look, listen. The stuff may work on the inmates, but it isn't going to work on me. This isn't my first time here.
All right,
What's
sir.
your name and badge number?
We're gonna trespass you. You're on private property.
I'm on private property and the Clark County owns it. The Clark County owns it, right? What's your name and badge number? As long as I'm not in any security areas, I'm fine.
Adderley maps onto the situation closely. In that case, roughly 200 people protested outside a Florida jail. 107 refused to leave a non-public driveway they were blocking. One used to move prisoners and were arrested. The court upheld those convictions 5-4, but for a specific reason. The protesters had occupied a restricted, non-public area and disrupted the jail's operations. In dissent, Justice Douglas, joined by Chief Justice Earl Warren and two others, warned that trespass laws can be turned into a tool to punish people for exercising their rights. Now compare that to the man in this video. He entered through a public walkway, approached a building marked as a public entrance, blocked nothing, and disrupted nothing. Under Adderley's own logic, a public entrance open to everyone is a completely different place from a restricted prisoner driveway. A court would be very unlikely to find that simply recording a clearly public building is a crime.
How you doing?
Hey, you need to leave our property. You're trespassing.
What's that?
You need to leave our property. You're trespassing.
You're trespassing?
Yeah.
Can you get your hand off my
No, I
off my
cannot
camera?
get my hand off your camera.
How about this? We'll call a field officer out here.
Okay.
And when they get here, I could talk to them.
Last time I'm going to tell you, you need to
Look,
leave the
you need to
property.
get
You're
your hands off my
trespassing.
stuff.
You need to leave the property. You're
You
trespassing.
know what? Then formally trespass me. I'll take a formal trespass.
Okay, all right. That's what
You
walk
don't
you
know
off
who I
the
am,
property.
huh?
I don't care who you are.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
that's
you
fine.
can't be
I mean,
here.
I've been involved with a couple of federal lawsuits.
That's
so
absolutely wonderful. Has that ever worked out for
get
you?
your hand off of my camera.
Okay, I'm telling you
I
to leave
was
our
nice.
property.
This isn't your property. This is
You
the
need to
people's
leave our property.
Get your hand off my
You need to leave our property.
Get your hand off my
You need to leave our property.
Call the police out here now.
Well, you
Call
need to go.
Because you're a CO.
You need to go.
You're a CO.
You need
Get
to
your hands off my camera, sir.
All right, do we already call?
Yeah.
Already call patrol?
Call them.
Okay.
Call them.
Turn around, put your hands
Okay.
behind your back.
I'm not doing anything.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
One detail matters here. Everyone confronting him is a correctional officer, not a street patrol officer. And what a correctional officer is allowed to do changes from state to state. In some states, they can only detain a person on reasonable suspicion and must call a sworn officer to make an actual arrest. Nevada is different. Under Nevada Revised Statute 289.150, correctional officers carry the same peace officer powers as other law enforcement. So if this man had actually committed a crime, these officers would have had the authority to arrest him, but that's the whole problem, he hadn't. And rather than first confirming whether filming a public building was even illegal, they detained him.
How can I leave when you're holding on to my camera?
He asked you nicely to leave, but you would not leave. It's very simple.
Can
You're on
we have
private property.
Can we have a cordial conversation about it?
No, we can't. 'Cause
Do you
came
know?
on
Do you
the
know who
property
sent
when
me
I asked
here?
you not to come on
Do
it.
you guys know who sent me here?
I don't really care right now.
Okay, then
Right
you will.
now,
You will.
If,
You will. Pretty good. So you're a field officer, I assume, right?
I am.
There you go.
Thank you, Butler.
Yep.
Thank you. And so now you're aware of public photography, correct, sir? I don't even get an apology because we can just settle this right now. I won't even go file a complaint. An apology. I'll be a man and put this behind me and go on about my business.
Terribly sorry, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate that, and I accept your apology.
Appreciate that. Fair enough.
All right, guys. Well, thank you, Forbes.
Yep. Yeah, I'm Captain Force 5372.
Thank you.
That's my P number. Yep.
Thank you. And you,
Absolutely.
field officer.
Sergeant LeBaron, P number 9249. Sergeant Walquist 4847.
Thank you. And yours.
Relay 7627.
Thank you. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So I ask you, if you're going to stay and do still this photography and stuff, right?
Right.
Just do me a favor.
I know I'll stay away from
Yeah,
from
because
the.
that's a safety issue. We'll have to approach you again if you go
Yeah.
over toward that area here. But if you're, if you're around this area here taking those photos and stuff, you're fine.
Right, publicly accessible areas. I don't feel like going down that ramp anyways, so I'm good. I'm like I said, I wanted to get a picture of the sunset with the flag.
Yeah, no
I
worries.
wanted to just get those
You're
things.
good to
So,
go.
all right.
All right. So I need to ask you, do you still want to file a complaint or anything like that? I can take a complaint if you want to file a complaint.
You know what? I would rather him get the education this way. So if
Okay.
anything, if I do file a complaint, I'll just go online.
Okay.
And I'll file
Gotcha.
a complaint. But
All right.
right now, the adrenaline's still going. My mind's all
Understood.
over the place. So
Understood. But I
I don't even know.
wanted to offer that to you, and then we'll have a discussion about the training and all that stuff and make sure that's addressed.
Okay. All right. Hey, thank you.
All right,
Thank
sir.
you.
Have a good day. Take care.
Then the supervisor arrived. A captain stepped onto the scene, assessed it, and did the thing that takes real professional judgment. He corrected his own officers. He ordered them to release the man, affirmed his right to record the facility, and stayed calm and courteous the entire time, even offering to take a complaint on the spot rather than making him file a lawsuit just to be heard. The man filming kept his composure too, asserting his rights without escalating. On the recording, he's released without further incident and says he's still deciding whether to file a formal complaint. We weren't able to confirm what he ultimately decided. This encounter lives on video, not in news reporting, so treat the aftermath as unresolved. It's worth being honest about something. The officers who put this man in handcuffs probably weren't acting out of malice. They were most likely undertrained. Nevada hands correctional officers full arrest powers, but the certification behind those powers is short, and by most accounts it doesn't spend much time on the First Amendment. That's a system failure as much as an individual one. But here's what makes this a badge done right story. When the captain arrived, he didn't circle the wagons. He didn't defend the mistake just because it was his department's mistake. He looked at the Constitution, looked at what his officers had done, and chose the Constitution. That's the whole job in a single decision, the willingness to be corrected in public, to put a citizen's rights above the reflex to protect your own people. The man with the camera tested the system. The captain is the reason it passed. That's the story out of Las Vegas. Proof that good policing isn't the exception, it's a choice officers make every single day. Subscribe, stay sharp, and remember, accountability works both ways. I'll see you in the next story.